Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa and you are watching the Exploring Oracle, or the Exploracle for short. So if you're new here, what we usually do on this channel is I show you a deck, show you all of the cards, we'll talk about the cardstock, the guidebook, how it shuffles, and at the end we usually pick a card and see how the guidebook reads. If you're interested in all of that, please stay and watch the video. I have timestamps down below for all of the sections, so if you're just interested in a particular section, you can just click on the link in the description. So today we have this mass market oracle deck called the Soulflower Plant Spirit Oracle. This is by Lisa Estabrook, and it is a 44 card deck with guidebook. So this is what the size of the box looks like. It is published by Find the Horn Press. And it says here, every single human being is searching for meaning, belonging, peace, love, and joy in their lives. The Soulflower Plant Spirit Oracle will help you remember the simple truth that all of nature is sharing, that we are cyclical beings intimately entwined with the earth, the moon, and all of life, that we are fully supported, and that we have everything we need. And that we have everything we need within us to be happy and to be whole, despite the hardships and challenges life may bring us. The 44 Soulflower Plant Spirits want us to consider the possibility that our stories, our experiences, our circumstances, and our core beliefs, values, and morals all provide the rich soil for the beautiful unfolding of our own unique lives. It is food for our thoughts, fuel for self-reflection, and fertilizer for our ultimate personal growth. The truth, like a seed waiting to germinate, can only be found within your own heart, and there is no one better qualified to nurture it than you. This deck will serve as your trusted companion in learning to live your life guided by the wisdom of your own heart and soul. So Lisa Estabrook is an artist, way shower, herbalist, and plant whisperer. The founder of the online Soulflower Community Garden. Lisa lives in Yarmouth, Maine. Alright, so it has this magnetic flip box which opens up to this detail, and this pretty sizable guidebook. And then you have the cards here, and this is what the inside of the box looks like. So I like that the insert is a solid insert, so you don't have cards falling and in the insert. Sometimes that happens with other decks. It has a plastic sleeve. I'm thinking of keeping the plastic sleeve because if I don't, the cards would probably fall like that. Yeah. Okay, so let me just show you the backs. So these are the backs. They are not reversible, and they are also in different shades. So I'm not sure if there's a significant meaning to the different backs. I don't think there is necessarily a grouping for the cards. I'm not sure. so let's see. But basically you have these different colored backs, and the cards are pretty large. They're quite long, and they're quite tall and a little bit wider. So here it is in comparison to a standard tarot size card. And the cardstock it's mostly matte. There's just a little bit of a reflection, but it is a matte cardstock. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. It bounces back pretty well. It has a good amount of flex. It does feel a little bit cardboardy though. So but I think it will hold up, and yeah, it's a usable cardstock, so I don't really mind it. So let us zoom in and take a closer look at all of the cards. Alright, so we have here the cards. They are, well, borderless. We have the image of the flower, and then at the bottom you have the name, the keyword, and then a short paragraph to tell you more about the card. Now, I like this art style. It's like painted, I think it's watercolor. If you've watched a couple of my videos, you know I have a soft spot for watercolor. I'm not really good with art styles. I don't know much about it, but I tend to lean or to like images that are illustrated this way or painted this way. So I do think it is watercolor art. And I don't think I have a lot of plant or botanical decks in my collection. I have a lot of animal decks. I do have a lot of nature-based decks, but nothing that really features flowers. And you know me, I'm a nerd. I'm a geek. I like reading and learning about things. And sure, why not add flower energy into the things that I want to and plan to study. So yeah, so definitely the art style is something that I am very much drawn to. I do like that you have 44 cards and that you can already get a message just by using the card. You do have extended messages in the guidebook, which I forgot to talk about. So definitely I'll be talking about the guidebook after the flip through. But yeah, this honestly feels like a very easy reader. You know, just a card a day kind of thing, a reflection in the morning or at night. Whenever you choose to pull cards, it can be used at the end of a reading if you do that for yourself, or if you read professionally. I just read mostly for myself, so I think this is really a very easy, card pull. You just, oh, I need a message right now. What do I need to know? And yeah, you already have it all on the card. So I appreciate that. It's also my type of art, and if the guidebook is good, meaning if it teaches me about the flowers and get additional meanings from that, I would really then I feel that this deck is a great choice for me. Oh, so there is a plant called Self-Heal. Interesting. So I'm definitely not familiar with these plants. I have a few plants at my place, but these flowers, these plants, I am not even sure are available here in the Philippines or that grow here in the Philippines. Maybe they do, but yeah, I'm interested to learn more about these, definitely. But I don't own a lot of them. So before we shuffle, let's take a look at the guidebook. And the table, let's look for a table of contents. Here we go. So for the table of contents, you have an introduction, and then you have some information here. Tending the garden of your soul, starting with the soil, planting seeds, supporting growth, blooming, garden cleanup, rest and renewal, plant spirits, and cultivating a daily practice in sacred gardening. Before you go to the actual plant spirits, the cards and their meanings. So let's take a look at what that information talks about. So I think she pretty much just goes through these phases, you know, of plants, of how they grow, and probably how it relates to you. So I think that's going to be interesting to read about. Plant spirits, how to cultivate a daily practice. And then for each of the cards, you do have the name, a black and white image of the deck. This is also, I think, the same text that is in the cards. And then you have an expanded meaning. Almost 2 pages for each card. And also an affirmation at the end. So later on, when we pick a card to read, we'll read from the guidebook just so you have an idea of how the text reads. I put that in all of my flip throughs because I'm very much a guidebook user, and the way the guidebook is written is a big factor usually of whether I keep a deck or not. For some reason, I know that some people don't even use the guidebook, and definitely for this deck, since you already have the meanings on the cards, I don't think you need it. But I personally like working with guidebooks, and it's a big factor for me whether I choose to keep a deck or not. So let me show you how this shuffles. It being a really tall deck, I usually shuffle bigger cards this way, vertically at the corners. And yeah, I don't really have an issue shuffling it that way. Okay. For overhand or side shuffling, it's too big to do it this way like I normally do, so probably I would have to shuffle it vertically as well. But I don't think I have any issues. I think I would also be able to get jumpers. It doesn't fan too well, as you can see. I'm also not probably, no, it doesn't. But if maybe I'm just not good at it, but yeah. So let's see if we can get a card to read, and let us choose this one, which is yarrow for boundaries. Now this keyword, I do like boundaries as a keyword a lot. This isn't the first oracle deck that I have with this keyword, but it's such a powerful keyword, right? So I do like it when it comes up. And let's take a look at the guidebook. So it is alphabetically arranged, which makes it easy to find. And what it says here, like a little umbrella or shield, yarrow offers protection from negative energies or toxic influences. She helps you to build strong, healthy boundaries and compassionate awareness of self and others, and to avoid unnecessary energy leaks and general depletion as you evolve and grow. And then the additional information in the guidebook. We live in a complex world filled with physical and non-physical dualities. Yet the boundaries of both are often blurred and hard to discern. We like to label everything and everyone as good or bad, but reality is definitely not black and white. It is more of a full spectrum of grays, the exact shade usually based on the experiences, understanding, and perspective of those participating in it. Intuitively, we know healthy boundaries are a critical part of self-care. It's just that they vary for each individual, and sometimes our boundaries are not all that apparent or clear. Learning to set strong, healthy personal boundaries is important, not only for cultivating a positive self-concept and self-image, but also for maintaining physical health. Boundaries are our main way of communicating to others that we have self-respect and self-worth and will not allow others to define us. When we love someone, or conversely, want someone to love us, and while we are simultaneously trying to learn how to love ourselves, our boundaries often get blurry and distorted. This is why having and maintaining strong boundaries is so hard. If we are feeling stressed, tired, run down, or depleted in any way, it can be even harder. yarrow sticks her strong and firm stem right into the spokes of that endless vicious cycle. Bam! She will help plug those holes where your energy drains, and she will protect you when you have to face difficult situations by supporting a strong inner awareness of what you need to do to prevent and protect yourself from leaking in the first place. The work then is to discover what your healthy boundaries are with regard to not only the material world, but also in relation to where you are emotionally and energetically. Recognizing who or what drains you and who or what gives you joy will also help you identify where and where not to direct your effort and energy. Begin by saying a kind but clear no to the people and things that do not support you. Understand deeply that there is no one and nothing outside yourself that can be responsible for your own health and happiness. That is the work of your lifetime. Where are you leaking energy? Where can you say yes to your own well-being? And then the affirmation is, I know deeply who and what supports me and who or what drains me, and I act accordingly. I gotta say, I like it. My practice, it's a very personal practice. It's really more about self-development, learning about myself, just having a better understanding of myself, others, and in general, the environment that we live in. And I don't think I'm coming at it at a really spiritual level. So decks that are quite practical in their approach appeals to me a lot. So this deck does feel very much grounded and practical and just gives you good advice, right? And it just has the added bonus of working or identifying and talking about plant spirits and what they represent. But in general, the advice that it gives is very much applicable to day-to-day life, and that is something that I enjoy about these types of decks, and it's actually a good example of why I enjoy tarot and oracle reading so much. So I'm really glad that I have this deck in my collection. I got it I think I got it from Amazon. So it is readily available for those who might be interested in the deck. If you can go check it out. But I'm really glad that I have this, and I am excited to learn more about the plants in the deck and what advice that it can give me, because I think these cards would be perfect for a daily pull or just something that would add to my readings for myself. Alright, so that has been the flip through of the Soulflower Plant Spirit Oracle by Lisa Estabrook. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to click on the like button and do consider subscribing to my channel, where I post videos like this at least once a week. See you again next time. Bye!